All right, what is going on, YouTube? Gonna be sessioning in a little bit. So I got like a little mess over here, stuff I found in a garage sale. I'm gonna be selling it on eBay. So experimenting with that garage sale life. Gonna be sessioning to a playlist that Spotify suggested called Your Top Songs of 2018, and it's a wide. I listened to it earlier this week. It's a wide variety. But before I continue talking, let's get Instagram peeps on here. So let me just adjust real quick. I might have to readjust you guys in a little bit too. So let's see. Live. Man. Okay, throat's tightening up. I'm gonna need to drink some water. All right. Oh, hello, I'm live. All right. What's going on Instagram? As usual, I have YouTube right at the bottom and Instagram right up here. So what I'm going to be doing, I have a lot of headspace right here. So let me just do this real quick. So I'm going to be freestyling to some tracks that Spotify has noticed that are some of my top songs of 2018. It's a playlist that they made, and I listened to it earlier this week. It's a wide variety of songs, so I don't know what to really expect. So yeah, one of the reasons I started doing this is because I see a lot of people streaming their own stuff. Hey, start hopping on. One of the reasons I started doing this is I see a lot of people streaming their stuff online, whether it be mukbangs or streamers watching other videos or people live streaming their games. So I figured why not share me just practicing at home in the comfort of my own home and share and just answering questions from you guys or just even showing you guys what I'm working on. So I'm gonna start playing some music. Well, actually, I'm gonna adjust my angle because this isn't the best angle. Let's see. Hopefully, you guys can see me. Same with you guys on YouTube. There we go. Let me see. Okay. Using a different tripod this time around because I want to make sure that you guys can actually see me. You guys can see me for sure. I know you can. But I'm talking to Instagram. But for people on YouTube, I want to make sure that you guys can see me. Cool. Lights here. Lights on. Dope. Music's here, and I'll be taking breaks in between. And then, if you guys have any questions or any whatever, let me know. So I'm just gonna play some songs right now. I'm gonna do a warm up round actually. So warm up round. Ha. Drop top Porsche, boy on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight stunning, can't tell me nothing. Bossed up and not change again. It's my not loud enough. He got all them girls shook. My big fat ass got all them boys cook. We're from dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. You know, stand to me while I do my money dance like. Flexing on the ground like. Hit that little John, okay. Oh yeah, we dripping up in this game. That's better. Ooh, don't we look good together? Warm up round. Just be practicing. There's a reason why they watch all night long. Yeah. I gotta switch up the track because I got trouble with Instagram. Alright, switching up the track. Let's see. Alright, sorry Instagram. Got cut off because I'm using copyrighted music. I didn't know they did that. So, let's see. Okay. Hopefully I don't get kicked off again. So.
Recruiting suckers, macking, Mike, and making men of them. Tears and fears for my peers, they risen. You think that it is, if not it isn't. Race for the border, my daughter could beats are banging out. Cheeks rocking beats in the streets and it's time for hanging out. Gather, or rather, for my circle around out loud. Just cause brothers or others could never ever rock a crowd. Is it because he's running off with the mouth? Or was he really clearly trying to play a nigga out? No, shut him down, the king with the town. Cause all you wanna be is Dickie down. A friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhyme, so I said this rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was Mecca and then it went this way. Recollect the mic going to windmill skill map. The stacks wearing Godfather hats. It's okay to parlay the forte better. Tell him my nigga need a sweater tougher than leather. Swing another Rodney King thing and I wreck. But just like the white one, I get no respect. Money stay awake cause the other niggas are fake. From Hollis to the beacon, know your dumb ass is leaking. CL and 1DMC, so rush it. Big time way before Hammer got to touch it. Remember the faces in all types of places. Look, ma, no shoelaces. And I'm... You wanna be... 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 Check it. I'm taking the tour, I'm wrecking the land. I keep it hardcore cause it's dope, man. These are the roughest, toughest words I ever wrote down. Not meant for a hole like a slow jam, check it. Sucker MCs could never swing with D because of all the things that I bring with me. Only G.O.D. could be a king to me. And if the G.O.D. be in me, then a king I'll be. The microphone is granted when it's handed to me. I was planted on this planet and I plan for MCs. The MC fiends always seem to agree that I rock the world and the society. I was on the stages with a tuna verse. I get praises from these pages to the universe. My voice is raw, my lyrics is law. I keep it hardcore like you never saw you wanna be. You wanna be. You know you wanna be. You wanna be. You know you wanna be. You see, in the place to be, I went to John Jay University, and since kindergarten I acquired the knowledge, and after 12th grade I went straight to college. Down with the kings on the microphone swing up, the B to the R, not an R&B singer. The R to the UNDMC, and the fly human beings. Tonight I hold the key. Flowing with the folk track, hit the soul brother black. Pick up the pace, better yet through the space. So let me put my big black Twinkie on into the early morning. Had the skins yawning. Mecca, yo, you want the Mecca, yo. I make a funky beat so we can all check it out. Keep rocks, knock, put you in a headlock, and now all the yada yada flock is I'm down with the things.
Okay, quick break. I'm doing this for the next 30 minutes. Hope you guys are enjoying. Everything you're watching is just a session. Everything's a work in progress. Nothing's perfect. Going for like that part, just really a warm-up round, then going into like experimental moves. This is what I like to put, the part of sessioning I like to call play, where I'm focusing on just dancing, creating, moving, but also not going super intense, because I don't necessarily have to. I just want my body to find its rhythm, to just get used to moving around and give me an opportunity just to explore. So this, as you may have seen on as you may have seen on that I've been working on. For some reason, I would keep coming into this position. I'm trying to figure out how to find a way. I'm not super flexible to bring my foot up here, and I'm trying to find a way to like find a different way to move through it. So, as I said, everything here is work in progress. If you guys got your own questions about dance, thanks for all the love, guys, on Instagram. Thank you guys for everyone who's watching on YouTube. So, if you guys got any questions, let me know. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water, then keep going. So, Ali, I don't know if that's her real name. So, I saw a comment the other day. So, yeah, next song. I gotta be mindful of the songs I pick because Instagram kicked me off like 10 minutes ago for using copyrighted music, so I gotta be a little bit more mindful of that. YouTube's more chill because they if anything, they just don't let you monetize it. But on to the next one. Playlist I'm using is the top songs of my 2018. So it's pretty random. So I'm just gonna. Oh, that is her real name. Hi, Ollie. So follow her. So next song. Ooh. Hopefully you guys can hear that.
I still see you, I still see you, doing everything that we said we gonna do. Girl, I still see you, I still see you, putting on my pride and my girl to the side, cause I still see you, I still see you, smoking on my weed in the 20 in the street, so I can still see you, I still see you. You wanna be me, I wanna eat you, I wanna meet your ex, so I can be them, and have a daughter, and be a teacher, and never follow, and be a leader, and baby girl, I still see you, I got a light bitch who look like bench loaf, and she fight and fuck me in the same clothes, but when I put that daddy baby, daddy papa, so she gonna toes and close her eyes, I feel it, so she got yours, I still call you, whichever way you want it, baby girl, it's on you, I got the money, you got the problems, so I can solve it, but I still need you, I still see you, and that's okay, baby, I'm a nigga cheater, yeah, most of them either she's a visa, yeah, right, hell yeah, anyways, we can get them moving on the dance floor, no choice. But you like this, you don't want kids, but you want this. I ain't never had the juice like this. Back smoke up in the pussy like listen, I'm a real nigga, love a go getter. See, ain't no bitch around the city fucking with you. Louis V shades, Gucci with the dress game. Hit the boulevard, baby, take a picture. Everybody in your pussy right now. Everybody think they got you right now. But ain't nobody him that you don't please them. But you always dirty teasing cause your feelings tendency to work the Keisha. Got niggas in your iPhone. Real nigga, you the right one. Melon girl with an accent. That's everybody weakness. Bad little bad bitch. You above the average. Your favorite band was back up. Baby girl, you was vicious. You don't want now. Have the daughter want a son now. Sun dressed to a wedding gown. Sheesh, got me talking like these now. Whoa, you I'm big in the phone now. Yeah, you didn't come and want to talk about. Yeah, later still I think about it. All bigger man, I dream about it.
Alright, now I gotta use it. Back to homework moves. Nope. Trying to figure out how to get out of here without going through the same hole. Not that dynamic. Oh, hello. Okay. So from here, maybe I can here. Oh, maybe just happens. Shoes coming off. From this here. Oh.
The amount of magnetism's perfect. She says she knows just how to cool down California.
Oh, it's not right.
Texted me AM because her roommate back in Texas. I'll be like, Roger. We could climb some trees and get perspective. Mirror right next to a bed, motion perfected. All I can do is respect it. Why'd you wanna be around me in the first place? She said, baby, up and down since third grade. You were satisfied at first base. And I've been wilding on the beat, providing earthquakes. You must not have heard. She likes the sharp print with the zip up. High hats with the hiccups.
Okay,
Dog
practice again.
tails on a pickup. Pineapples and liquor. She moved with the machine. Play the game and change it. This is how it is to be. This is what I'm made with. This is love.
Bread. Look at this. Bread. Rough. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is how much I'm sitting on my butt. So, I'm going to use a mirror right now. Red.
I watch the silhouette against the sunrise.
I need to add some more dynamics to it. Right now it's very butt sitting.
She read my mind and poured some Earl Grey in her soul. For me, ask me if I wanna go to Mars and watch the world end. I think I might love her. And she got everything I need. Playing Joe to see it known. Might never leave a room. She likes the sharp print with the zip up. High hats with the hiccups. Dog tails on a pickup. Pineapples and liquor. She moved the machine. Play the game and change it. This is how it is to be. This is what I'm made with. This is love. This is what I'm made with. This is love. This is what I'm made with. This is
Oh wait.
This is what I'm made with. This is
Good stuff. Break time. 20 minutes in. Whew. Hope you guys are enjoying so far. And kind of, hopefully you can hear me as I'm like talking through my process. Because I know the music's pretty loud right now. So, oh, excuse me. Now I've gone to the point where I'm just doing homework moves. So, generally how I like the sessions, I like to play, dance, get into the move of it, get my body warmed up into moving into a rhythm. I'm 31 years old, so it takes a little while for me to warm up. Now, the next part is is working on the technique. So that's where I start doing homework moves. So, sorry I have a lot of headspace here because I'm talking to Instagram. Because I want to make sure you can see me when I dance. But yeah, homework moves is when when I'm working on a specific combo that I know for sure I want to use in a cipher or a show. Haven't battled in a while, but possibly use it in a battle. So, and I'm kind of enjoying this little dynamic here, because me knowing that people are watching means I actually have to, like, I have to really perform a lot better, or not that I have to. It's just like there's a little bit of a that I don't know, for me, if it's a performer in me, but I just really want to try to show off. But I also have to remember that I'm also practicing. My hair's all crazy right now. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying so far. Got a little bit, not a little bit, but I got like, what, 10 more minutes? Then I'm gonna hop off, make some lunch, get back to work on a Sunday. So, yes, if you guys got any questions, let me know. I'm gonna quickly check everyone's stuff via Instagram and YouTube. Any question? Ollie, that's my real name. Oh, thanks for everyone that's hopping on and waving. Hello, hello, hello. So, okay, YouTube. Thank you guys. Oh, one thing I keep forgetting. One thing I keep forgetting is I have a Patreon. So if you guys are enjoying this type of content, or if you've ever checked out any of my YouTube, this is for you people on YouTube. If you liked any of my content, I have words. What do you call it? It's so weird for me going for a call to action live, because the intent of this is I just want to do streaming, but I also want to make sure that I'm doing call to actions to my Patreon as well, because that's one of the things that I really want to see do well this year. I started a Patreon back in December, so it's to help me produce more content, book more guest instructors for my YouTube, and get an editor to start formatting a lot of my content for Instagram TV. So if you guys are liking the content, I would really appreciate it if you guys support by becoming a patron on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, link is down in the description. And if you're watching this on Instagram, the link is in the bio for you guys to become a patron, so I can start getting more guest instructors and teaching you guys more moves, more routines. Also sharing some insights on a lot of questions I get about being a dancer. A handful of them recently. What I've been getting on Instagram is about moving to LA and pursuing your career in dance. And I have a very different path in terms of dancing. It's not the typical commercial route. So yeah, I think I've stalled long enough in freestyling. Time to go back to sessioning. So yeah. Let's see. Oh man. Alright, this is different. This playlist is based off everything I've listened to on 2018. Let's see how this works.
My beauty focus you. Ooh, I leave it all. It may be hard for you to stop and believe, but for you.
Okay. I might post nice stuff on Instagram, but I got a little practice to work on. Homework moves.
Ooh, for you. Ooh, I leave it all. Give me one good reason why I should never make a change. Baby, if you want me, then all of this will go away. My many artifacts, the list goes on. If you just say the words, I'll up and run onto you. Ooh, I leave it all.
Let's work on this flexibility right here.
Over you. Ooh, I leave it all. Give me one good reason why I should never make a change. Baby, if you want me, then all of this will go away.
Feeling sketchy right now. But the combo's getting there.
Give me one good reason why I should never make a change. Baby, if you want me, then all of this will go away.
Where am I? Oh
My friends and family, they don't understand. They feel
That's enough for
that
that
so
homework
much
move.
if you take my hand, but for
Trash.
you,
Throw that way a bit.
ooh, I do see though. Ooh, for you, ooh, I do see though. Give me one good reason why I should never make a change. Baby, if you want me, then all of this will go away. Give me one good reason why I should never make a change. Baby, if you want me, then all of this will go away. My house in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand piano, my beautiful Castillo, you, I'd leave it all. Ooh, for you, I'd leave it all.
Next song. I use that song for meditation. It's too slow. Really slow.
Cause hurt people to
Oh, I like the song. Still slow. But yeah, I think I'm gonna freestyle a little bit. And I'm gonna freestyle a little bit.
All I know is
Do a couple more homework moves.
we could go anywhere, we could do anything, go whatever the mood we're in. All I know is getting lost late at night under stars, finding love standing right where we are. Your lips, they pull me in the moment. You and I alone, and people may be watching. I don't mind, 'cause anywhere with you feels right. Anywhere with you feels like Paris in the rain, Paris in the rain. We don't need a fancy town, or bottles that we can't pronounce. 'Cause anywhere, babe, it's like Paris in the rain. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, Paris in the rain, Paris in the rain. I look at you now and I want this forever. I might not deserve it, but there's nothing better. Don't know how I ever did it all without you. My heart is about to jump out of my chest. Feelings they come and they go that they do. Feelings they come and they go not with you. Late nights and streetlights and people look at me, girl, and the whole world could stop. Anywhere with you feels right. Anywhere with you feels like Paris in the rain, Paris in the rain. We don't need a fancy town, or bottles that we can't pronounce. 'Cause anywhere, babe, it's like Paris in the rain. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, Paris in the rain, Paris in the rain.
Breakdown. How you doing? Let me properly wave to you. How you doing? Okay, I think that's it. My 30 minutes of. Okay, I got some questions. All right. First off, let me catch my breath. That was straight up all play right there. Just me messing around with the music. I didn't really get to do that much homework moves. But Rosie Jordan from Instagram asked, where do you get your style of dance? Okay, since I'm not sessioning anymore, I'm gonna adjust it a little bit so you can see me Instagram and back up a little bit. Okay, where I get my style of dance from, it's a mix of all the different styles I learned since I was growing up. I've been dancing since I was 8, quit for 4 years, but started off with choreography. Started off with choreography, then moved on to b-boying my senior year in high school. Then learned some locking, and then learned some popping. But a lot of it just really came from, I think the first inspiration of creating my own style was when I first saw Sean Aristo freestyle back in 2006, and then I saw like the beginning movements of people doing freestyle choreography here. A lot of it is based off obviously breaking, locking, popping, and freestyle choreo, and then for me it's just been a lot of experimentation and seeing what I feel good with when I'm dancing, because if you feel awkward, you look awkward, which is one of the reasons I also do some things called homework moves or technique moves, where I have to practice what some of you guys may have seen earlier in the stream, where I do a specific set of moves over and over, like a mini routine or combo, more commonly known as sets. So that way I have something to fall back on, or something to really show off, where it has a lot more intent with the moves. So yeah, if you guys didn't see, like one of the moves I was working on was after I do this thread. Whoa, terrible thread. I do threads, and then roll onto my back. But for me, that's like a homework. I consider that a homework move because while I kind of have it, it's not exactly perfect. Where I know I won't make a mistake when I perform it. The combos that you have when you perform, it's almost like a routine. When you execute it, it's just easy to do. Homework moves are moves you're working on. You got like 50-60%, but you keep working on it until it's just like second nature to you. So yeah. But going back to the question of where did I get my style from, there's just an inspiration of a lot of things, just like breaking and all these freestyle dances. It came from somewhere first, and then kind of pulling it into kind of like a buffet style, putting into what I feel good when I dance according to whatever music. So if it's a breaking song, obviously I'm going to break. Housing song, I'm going to do my best to house. And if I create my, I'm going to add to that in a sec. So yeah, so according to whatever song, I kind of respond to it. So another question is, could you create any choreography to any particular song? I think you can. I don't see why not. It just has to make sense with the feeling of the song. It doesn't make sense to like start getting buck and going crazy to say Mozart. Though it probably would be, because the juxtaposition is art in itself, and on the audience's point of view, that can be, they might appreciate it in terms of the art, or some people might think that's weird. But I don't think there's any limitation on what song you can choreograph to, because it's art. You're not competing, and I think how people interpret it or how people receive it is up to them. That's something we don't have control over. I've seen people choreograph to like John Mayer, to classical music, so I think it works. The idea is dope. The important thing is execution, because if the choreography doesn't really look like it fits with it, then it's going to be a little bit hard to sell. But then that's up to you if you're going to present it to other people, or if you're just creating for the sake of creating for yourself. So, and that's where like getting feedback from mentors and instructors or your community or friends is going to be super beneficial. So I don't think there's anything wrong with choreographing to any particular song. You can create. I mean, I've done locking songs to 80s songs. I've done breaking songs to pop songs. For me, I just like I like creating choreography that entertains the people and that I know will make them laugh or smile or whatever. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to show off super complex musicality. I'm aiming to just make the crowd enjoy the movement. So, and that in itself, the crowd enjoying the movement is kind of, it's all relative of how you want to execute it. So I hope that answers your question, Rosie. So if you guys got any other questions, let me know. YouTube and Instagram. I am trying to get another phone in here so I can get Facebook as well, and potentially Periscope. You guys remember Periscope? Is anyone still using that? So that's it. I'm gonna give like another minute or so before I bounce out. I'm gonna get my water and then come back. There's no questions. I'm gonna peace out, make lunch, then go back to work or hang out with my girlfriend if she's back from hanging out with her parents. I miss her. So I'll be back. And I'm back. Oh, okay. So let's see. Any other questions? Any other questions? I'm gonna check the YouTube chat. I don't know if I saw anything here. No? No, thanks me on YouTube. Alright, that's it. Thanks you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Let's session number 3. Aiming to do a lot more of these. Like I said, the goal is once a month. I've been doing pretty good. Oh, okay. Another question just came in. Would you get any scholarships within? In terms of scholarships, I really don't know, because that all depends on the school or dance studio you're trying to get into. So I can't speak for other places. That's where the research for the studio or any scholarship program that you're trying to get into, that's where the research would be important. So, what up, Chris? Appreciate love that the progress you're making on how to breakdance for beginners. Chris, I don't know if I'm saying Chris Al. How you doing, bro? Chris is one of my students from How to Breakdance. Make sure you give him a follow. I think he also does music, so make sure you give him a follow as well. Going back to the question, this is one of the things with doing things live. Questions pop up, and I'm trying to get used to like sticking with a thought before going into another one. So, going back to the question, getting a scholarship with any type of dancing, that goes back to the company or studio or school you're trying to get into. Because I can't speak for everyone else, because everyone has a different thing that they're looking for. So yeah, if you guys got any other questions, let me know. I'll stick around for another 30 seconds, because apparently questions just popped in last minute as I was about to head out. So one other thing too, I said it earlier, I started up a Patreon last December, dedicated to my channel for Emeroy TV. So those of you who've seen my stuff on YouTube, I'm trying to get more guest instructors, faster output, book more studio time, and get people to so I can get more people to start teaching you guys, because there's only so much I know and combos I can teach you guys, but I also want to give my friends who I think are super dope an opportunity to teach, an opportunity to teach you guys, and then in order to do that, I want to make sure I compensate them properly. I also want to make sure that we have a really dope space and a kind of a good post-production team aside from me doing it, because I'm doing a lot of editing. So if you guys want to be if you guys want to be a patron and support Emeroy TV, I would greatly appreciate that. Just head on over to emeroy.com/Patreon. Instagram link is in the bio. YouTube link is in the description. So that is it. There's no more questions. I'm gonna head out. I love everyone asking the questions every time I'm about to leave. It's happened every time I've done the stream so far. Yeah, so that's it. I'll catch you guys later. Now you guys get to watch me. You guys get to watch